Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back on iRacing for a look at a brand new car. Yes, the Porsche Cayman 718 GT4 is finally here and I'm going to be giving it a couple of laps around the most testing circuit in the world. We're here at the Nürburgring, not going to be pushing it too hard, we're just going to do a couple of laps to see what this thing is like. But yeah, really excited for this car, obviously now coming to iRacing. Obviously, if you guys are new around here, do get yourself subscribed. But yeah, when obviously this got announced, it was already been known for quite a while. Obviously, we then had the trailer as well come out just a couple of days ago. But yeah, hopefully this is the start of potentially something a bit more ambitious coming from iRacing now. I personally would love to see some GT3s, GT4s, and just sort of more of a general GT focus again coming into iRacing. I mean, Assetto Corsa Competizione has very much stolen the show over the last 12 months, so things like that, or things like this even I should say, are definitely what iRacing needs to be bringing to really give ACC a challenge again as we head down in towards the first big braking zone. But yeah, Cayman, it's a GT4 car, so it's like a baby GT3 car really. It's probably the easiest way of describing it for those of you that aren't aware. And I must admit, from the limited running in GT4 cars I've done in the past, they are very good fun. Sometimes even more so than GT3, especially right on the limit. Obviously, I don't think, as we whack the Armco there, nice and wonderful. Yeah, I don't actually think these have traction control, if I'm not mistaken. They do have ABS though. Hopefully, obviously the ABS has been reworked, unlike on the GT3s. It's a little bit janky on the GT3s, in all honesty. Obviously on iRacing, for those of you I'm sure that are well aware will know. For those of you that aren't, obviously, it's better not actually to trigger the ABS whatsoever on iRacing. It's very weird. You get better braking performance by not triggering it. But yeah, you can see ABS. No, it has got traction control. I guess I was wrong with that one. I'm guessing just on other games that I've used these sorts of cars beforehand, I haven't used the traction control. It's been better to just have switched off. But yeah, GT4 now, it's sort of making a bit of I wouldn't say a resurgence, it's starting to make, sort of its name in Sims now. Obviously, GT3 really did take over for a few years. Sort of the end of the sort of 2014, 2015 was when at least I noticed GT3 racing really started to take off in the virtual world, obviously after it took off towards the end of the noughties in real life. But yeah, it's nice to see obviously GT4. It always felt like it got pushed to the side a little bit, but it's starting to get a little bit more focused now as sort of, a nice add-on to the GT3s as people, I think, starting to slowly move away from the GT3 race cars on a more general level as well. But yeah, like I was saying, I hope, this is the start. I know iRacing have already confirmed as well the M4 is coming to iRacing as well. So hopefully we're going to see a... obviously, I know this thing's going to be running the Michelin Pilot Series this year, right? Or this season out, even, I should say, with the not the Porsche, this is the Porsche, the Audi TCR, even. But I would love to see, obviously, GT4s and GT3s on track together. Potentially we could see some HPDs. Personally, I'd love to see, sort of a more up-to-date LMP2, if possible. But even if it's just the HPDs or the Daytona prototypes with these, that'd be quite good fun as well. And yeah, but definitely GT4s and GT3s. Oh, that's a lot of understeer. Yeah, we need to see these cars racing together. Obviously on iRacing as well. I'll probably aim to try and do a few rounds of the championship in this thing. But obviously we'll wait and see as to how it all goes as well. But yeah, I must admit, just from doing this very quick lap here on iRacing, it feels a little bit odd, I'll be honest. I don't know if that was obviously where we scuffed the wall. Probably hasn't helped. But it feels very odd. It feels quite floaty at the moment. I guess I'm used to obviously the GT3s weighing a bit more, having obviously that bit more downforce, everything like that. Obviously you just get a little bit more feedback from the car. It feels, yeah, almost like a Formula car without the downforce at the end of the day at the moment. But still good fun to drive though, nonetheless, as we head towards the back half of the circuit here. Going up the next straight, I'll give you guys a bit of audio so you can listen into what this new Cayman does sound like. So struggling a bit once you get up into 6th gear there, but that's understandable. People always forget how steep this hill really is. Oh, that's a bit wide. That's fine though. We've held on to it in the end. A little bit of a scary moment. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to racing this car over the course of 2020 Season 1. Obviously, hopefully I can try and get up to my B license for the road for the start of the season, but that's also going to require me to jump into the depths of Week 13. So obviously, if you guys want to see that, make sure you do get yourself subscribed as well. But yeah, very, very fun little car. And hopefully, you know, this is going to be a bit of a stepping stone for some people towards GT3 racing. It's probably, effectively, I think, going to be like the new Cadillac. It's probably the best way to think about it at the end of the day. Oy, as we get, it doesn't like the curves very much, although I don't think any car does around the Nordschleife. But yeah, starting to push a little bit more in this last bit of the lap. Obviously, it is mid-engined, so it can get a little bit loose and a bit lively at the best of times. But yeah, it still does feel like it could be very, very good fun once I get the hang of it there. I'm sure we'll see it racing around this track a fair bit over the course of 2020 as well. Hopefully, you know, I'd love to see VLN come back. I don't know if iRacing have got any plans for it. But, you know, I'd definitely be willing to give it a go in this car as well, as we get a little bit loose once more. But yeah, very, very good fun. Like I said, hopefully this is the start of a bit of a new project for iRacing, you know, trying to open up the GT roster a bit more, obviously because there's so many games now. You look at Race Room and they've already got sort of, I think it's like 4 or 5 GT4 cars, and yeah, you just begs the question whether iRacing are doing anything the best way anymore. Obviously, apart from the multiplayer experience, that is still untouched or unmatched by anyone else. But yeah, hopefully we're going to see a bit more content so people can see what they're paying all this money for as well at the end of the day, because iRacing, they've got to do a fantastic job. You are paying a lot of money for a premium service at the end of the day, and I think a lot of people are not seeing that as much at the moment as well. But anyway though, in towards Mini Carousel then, towards the end of our lap here in the Cayman GT4. It's been a fun little test drive of this car. Perhaps I'll bring out a hot lap or something at some point in the near future, but obviously this channel is more about doing the racing as well. Through in towards the final couple of corners though, and that is going to be a lap here. Let's just try and floor it down the straight before we get back obviously to the pit lane here. A very, very fun car. I'm very much looking forward to this, and obviously really trying to drag it around as best as possible over the coming weeks and months there. But yeah, 150 miles an hour though, that is still very, very quick down the straight, so I'm sure that can match some of the GT3s without a setup. But we're entering the pit lane. Let's get it slowed back down again. God, really gotta get it slowed down. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video though. If you guys did enjoy, do get yourself subscribed for more iRacing content as well coming to the channel. I will also be bringing out a video on the new Hell World Rally Cross Track as well. Very, very excited to be giving that a go. But yeah, that'll do us for this one then, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.